Do you know why people leave their job? Why they're very dissatisfied in their job? Well, there's quite a few studies around that, but the three factors that come always on top, number one is lack of variety, lack of challenge. They find their job quite boring. Number two is conflict with others, their team, and quite often conflict with their managers. And number three is too much. They've got so much that they're becoming stressed and they burn out. And that leads to high dissatisfaction and people leaving their job. Bonjour, this is Cyril from Work Smarter, Live Better. In this video, I want to share some fundamental principles about performance and well-being. I'm at the moment in Bangalore in India. I have a few clients in India, but it's my first time in this beautiful, it's green, lush, great weather, first time in Bangalore. And I actually love coming to India. The welcoming, the warmth of the people, but also their thirst for learning is unbelievable. And I've just had a session with about 200 leaders of a large global organization. Head office is here in Bangalore. And the issue they have is they're pretty clear, or they're very clear on their strategy. They've spent quite a lot of time and money to think about how do we grow this business in the next 5 to 10 years? What are our key strategy priorities? But the problem are, well, if you look at the three things I spoke about, number three that I spoke about, well, people saying we've got far too much to do. Number two, it creates conflicts between the top executive, the leaders, and the people below. And the leaders saying, hey, you need to deliver on those priorities. And the people below say, oh yeah, but we've got so many other things. And number one, well, a lot of people find their job too BAU and not challenging enough. And so we had a whole discussion about three key things. Number one is help with your BAU, your business as usual. Yeah, it's great that you start thinking about what are your priority, your strategy, but let's be honest, the business as usual always happen. There's always going to be floods of email, flood of requests, flood of things to do. So the first thing I did was something called helping people with triaging the flood of things that are coming. And I started with that, do not underestimate this, because in an ideal world you don't have that, in the real world you have a lot. So the first thing I suggested is you need to be much more efficient to deal with all the volume that happened. The second thing that we spoke about was trying to convince them that less is best. And this is such a hard battle with all the companies I'm working with. This is logic that the more priority we have, the more thing we do, the better it is. And it's completely the opposite. It's having the courage to choose 2 or 3 priorities, not 5, not 10, 2 or 3 priorities, and really focusing and spending your energy on those. So we had a whole discussion first about the less is best and helping them to choose for each leader in the room their priorities. Number 3, we started talking about how important it is to synergize as a team. And what I mean by that is I suggest that every quarter as a team, you get together and you share, you discuss, you align each other's priorities. When you get the team together and everyone share what they want to focus on and the rest of the team challenge each person, so powerful. And so it creates much better alignment, it creates synergizing between the team, lots of things happen in this quarterly, and it doesn't have to be long, but it's quarterly quick meeting there. If you do that, if you help people with their business as usual, if you help them to choose the few priorities that are really going to have an impact, and if you help them to better synergize as a team, number one, you see a massive impact on performance. The company that I've worked with, the impact on performance when suddenly you've chosen a few priorities and everyone is aligned on those is amazing. Number two, you create a really strong team spirit. Now the team are aligned, now they're talking in the same language, now they understand each other's priority. And number 3, for me the most important one, people feel far less stressed, much more in control. The well-being is apparent. So my question to you is, number 1, do you have a great system to manage the flood, to manage your business as usual? Number 2, Do you have the courage to choose a few priorities and challenge yourself with the rest of your team to help each other to align your priorities? This is This Week Work Smarter, Live Better tip. I'm gonna go and enjoy this beautiful city of Bangalore. You have a lovely day. À bientôt.